All right, well, if the Lakers continue to double and they get the ball out quickly, they're going to have some decent looks. And we talked about that, Stu, in the first 24 minutes of play.
Well, my theory has always been you can always go to the double team as a change. But when you start with the double team, then it's hard to change again. There might be a night when a guy's not on and you don't have to double team him. So I just don't like to start double teaming unless I absolutely have to.
Blazers start the second half with Blake at the lead guard, Webster at the 2, Outlaw at the 3. Aldridge, who's got it now, is their power forward, the 4, and Brisbilla is the center. There's the double. It goes the other way, and now deep into the shot clock, Blake. It almost went. Strong guy. Okay. It'll be taken away. Gasol, little loose, bringing it out.
Well, he tried to throw the ball sideline to Kobe, and it was deflected, and he never could retrieve it.
Now Derek Fisher gets a piece of it. So Kobe, after Lamar had lost the handle, gets the layup out of it, and the Lakers in transition get the Lamar to double figures. Second Laker out of the starting 5. He's got 10. And the Lakers have a 2-point lead. First 5 the third. Let's see how it transpires for the Lakers.
Oh, good talk that time, Kobe and Radmanovich. That's the way you communicate defensively.
Martell Webster gets another 3.
Now, the guy's a shooter, so you've got to attach yourself to his hip. Easier said than done sometimes, but that's what you have to do.
9 for Webster as Gasol works against Brisbilla. Middle of the floor, Kobe, and he broke down Outlaw but didn't attack. This time he will go all the way to the hole. Man, Outlaw was off balance that first time.
Well, the first time he had the opening, Lamar cut on that side, so Kobe didn't want to take him to where another defender was. But he just took his time and got something even better.
So Kobe is up to 18. Last March 17th, the Kobe hit for 65, second best of his career in this building against the Blazers. LaMarcus Aldridge, and that's definitely his game, but he's been on. Face-up guy, and a very good one, is 1 for 9 after the miss.
Well, there are nights like that. That's why I don't double team right away.
Derek Fisher. And Derek hit some clutch buckets for the Lakers in overtime on Sunday, didn't he?
Well, he's clutch. That's what he does. And Derek Fisher has hit a lot of clutch baskets in his career.
Yeah, .4 will live forever. So the Lakers up by 3. The biggest lead came early in the contest, first few minutes. And Outlaw. Lamar rotating over to block it away, helping out Kobe. Radmanovich was available. It's finished. Back to back. Off the lip of the rim, and Gasol with the back tap out.
Well, the long shot's going to rebound long generally, and Powell was in a position to touch it.
Kobe on the crossover. A little step through and finger roll. How's beautiful.
I'll tell you something, boy. Travis Outlaw, he should go over to the bench right now and say, look, why leave me on that island by myself? Come out. They're double teaming. And he deserves a double team. Get the ball out of number 24's hands, because if you don't, you're going to end up looking rather bad a lot of the time. The Lakers by 5. When we come back, we'll break down Pau Gasol's return. .9:13 left in the third. Lakers come out of the locker room like they mean business. They lead by 5. We talked about the return of Pau Gasol. Well, it's been a little bit of an adjustment period for him because you run through a couple of practices and it's not the same. First couple of possessions, a turnover, but then he started to get back into the flow of things, that little baby jump hook that he has, and showing the length that he possesses defensively, just to challenge shots. And this is a dimension that a lot of 7-1 players don't have, the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter and then the ability to find an open teammate. I talked about having a feel for the game. I'd say he has a feel for the game. Only 4 points, but that's not the important thing. Being on the court is the important thing.
Yeah, he's created some openings. Has into the spacing is totally different for the Lakers. Now LaMarcus Aldridge with a good rotation by Lamar Odom. Webster lost the handle. It goes right across to Derek Fisher. Now Fish on a roll.
Good decision.
Yeah, Outlaw was next to him. Kobe blows right by Outlaw behind the back, and Gasol blocked cleanly by Outlaw. So the Lakers an 8-3 start over the Blazers in the third 12-minute period. Steve Blake off the pick. And Pau Gasol.
Now that was one of the first times tonight that Powell is actually elevated to get to the ball. And that time he went up with both hands to secure it.
Kobe on the spin on Outlaw. And it's going to be a charge call. So Kobe's got his third foul. And it comes at the offensive end.
Well, I tell you, that's maybe I can talk to the rules committee. We got to do away with that offensive foul there. If the guy passes it, don't call that. Call it a flop. If he shoots it and it's an offensive foul, fine. But if it, on a play like that where he dribbles and passes it, let it go.
The Lakers are 10th turnover of the game compared to 8. The Blazers thus far. We have played 4 minutes of the third. Outlaw. And they can't get it. Man, Aldridge kept it alive again. The body has not been put on Aldridge a lot tonight.
Well, they're hurting the Lakers with offensive rebounds. That's at least their 10th one of the game.
Aldridge has 10 boards overall. And Eddie Hook. So he kept it alive. He deserved it. 58-55. The Lakers by 3.
Well, they're waiting for the Blazers to go away. They got a long wait. You got to put a team away.
Now the mismatch is Radmanovic and Blake.
Yeah, but he's not a post-up, back-to-the-basket player. Watch what he does with this matchup.
Little jump over the zone. And Gasol clean it up and fouled by Aldridge.
And you can get offensive rebounds like when you have a mismatch like that because the guy that was guarding Gasol that time, it's Aldridge. He's looking to help. So all of a sudden, that frees up Powell and gets the offensive rebound and gets fouled. So first trip to the second trip to the charity stripe for Powell. He's looking for his first strike from that mark. He was 0 for 2 in the first half.
Lakers overall 15 of 18 and make it 16 of 19 now compared to 4 of 6 for the Blazers. But the Blazers, Kobe.
Yeah, 12 of those for Kobe.
Yeah, the Blazers settling for the outside shot for the most part tonight. So they have not been able to get to the free throw line. Kobe was definitely attacking the basket in the first 24 minutes of play.
And still attacking.
Yeah. Well, it's ironic, isn't it, the way things work? The Lakers are doubling on LaMarcus Aldridge while they're leaving Outlaw single coverage on Kobe.
Well, a lot of teams feel that, they'll let Kobe's going to get his regardless. So whether you double him or not, so stay at home with other people and make it hard on the other floor.
Webster on the flyby. Now to break for the Lakers on a real good look for Martell Webster inside the arc. Webster's got Kobe this time.
Does he?
Not a bad job.
Ooh, Derek.
Yeah, Derek cleared out a little. They're saying, play on, boys. Lamar Odom. And a loose ball foul on Steve Blake underneath the basket.
They're trying to box out Kobe. And Kobe, if you move your feet, I don't care how small or how big you are, you become difficult to defend. And Derek showing, get him off of me. If you won't, I will. And raise that right arm and clips Webster in the chops.
The Lakers trying to take their biggest lead of the game. They've been up by 5 a couple of times now. Gasol in the post. Working on Brisbilla. And Fisher pop up. Gives Powell an assist. There's the biggest lead, 62-55. Webster. And he was upset over that shot to the chops, wasn't he? Slams it home.
But that's what you do when you have someone run you off the three. He was in the corner, and Lamar ran him off the three. And he did what he's supposed to do, hammer one. That's a nice play.
Yeah, 6th overall selection by the Blazers back in the first round of 2005. Radmanovic, nobody came out. Man, Lottie makes him pay.
See, now that's what he is, a catch-shoot guy. If you don't make him put it on the floor, you're in trouble. You've got to make a player like Radmanovic dribble the ball.
So the Lakers 4 of 10 on their three-point attempts. And Derek Fisher on the hold. Well, they say it was before the shot. Nope.
Wow, that was going to be an and one. But I talked about it in the first half where Rad is a catch-shoot guy. Space, catch, shoot, splash. That's what he does. That's what he does best.
So Radmanovic, who's coming off a real solid game, mentioned 18 on only 11 shots. It's Fisher with the foul, though. Webster hits the first of 2. And this young man, I talked about taking 6th overall. That was their highest pick for Portland because they've had so much success until recently. Highest pick by the Blazers since 1984 when they had the number 2 pick.
And that will live for who?
And that will live forever as they took Sam Bowie.
And they passed up on who?
What's his name again? I remembered MJ in there.
Something about Michael
MJ
Jordan or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Hakeem Olajuwon, you can understand, Hall of Famer. Sam couldn't stay healthy. Lamar and Radmanovich sharing the basketball. That's inside out. That really is nice passing.
And again, that's what Powell can do that really hurts your defense, because he brings their shot blocker to the free throw line and creates a lot of space for his teammates.
The Lakers back up by 8. More than 5 to play in the third. Good ball movement by the Blazers. Outlaw can't get him the three, though. He's right on, but just a tad long. The Lakers look for the first double-digit lead. Fish on the run out. Yeah, Derek, I like that. Came way inside the arc. 10-point lead for the Lakers, 69-59. Not settling, are they?
I'll see if they can, apply some finishing touches here. Don't just take that side. Ooh.
Pass ball high and wide.
Wow.
Just a little outside.
If he catches that one, he's still up going into about the 50th row. Shoot.
Steve Blake with a lot of touch. 4:38 to play in the third.
And you normally have touch out of your point. Not that pass.
Boy, to have a guy play the high post again. Nice for the Lakers to have Gasol back in the lineup. And Andrew Bynum, not too distant future. Lamar spaces. That'll be real short, though. That was a good run out by the length of LaMarcus Aldridge. He changed that one. Asking for it now. A lot closer to the basket. It would have counted had it gone. Fish has another foul. Well, Outlaw's got a couple of free throws.
It's a good thing Derek got there in order to get the blocking foul, because Travis Outlaw was on the runway ready to take off. Goes around Powell, getting ready to elevate. Derek prevents it. 2 free throws coming to Travis Outlaw.
So the backcourt for the Lakers, each one now with 3 fouls. Fish has 3, Kobe has 3.
Yeah, the 2 real vets, they know how to play with foul difficulty. That's why some players the coach will allow to stay on the floor, and others he says, I just can't trust him not to do something silly. Got to get him out of the game.
This is such an important one for the Lakers, Stu. You think about what's going on in Portland, and the Lakers are up there Tuesday night, losing 11 of their last 13 up there. Brandon Roy, they're going to determine over the next couple of days whether or not he's going to be able to play with them the rest of the year. Strained groin, bruised hip. Gasol set it up and was flat on the shot.
Didn't realize where he was on the floor, I don't think. Good ball movement by the Blazers.
Got the spacing, quick passes. Webster, a challenge 3. Good run out by Kobe. He distracted him. Out of bounds.
Yeah.
Difficult pass.
Yeah, it was low and hard. That was a difficult pass for Radmanovich to catch. Derek goes over to him and helps him up and says, my bad.
Derek realized it right away, didn't he?
Yeah. And the passer knows more than anybody. Most of the time. There are other times when the passer thinks, oh, you should have received that one. That was an easy catch. And I look at him like, you must be crazy.
So the turnovers up to 11. But the Lakers right now have only given up 11 points off the mistakes. That's a break. The young Blazers have not killed them. Outlaw. And foul. And they wanted to clear out.
Yeah,
and he used the off arm.
Yes, he
did. How good is Outlaw at elevating?
But there was the takeoff that I was talking about a second ago. You allow him to get on that trampoline and the Nissan above the rim. Yeah, up, and away. Yeah, that's a very easy play to make for the official. If they watch that, said, look where all the contact is. It's all by the left hand. Powell doesn't touch him at all. It's all by the left hand of Outlaw. But because he attacked in such an aggressive manner, he gets the benefit of the doubt.
And we remind you, Leroy Richardson's working tonight with Leon Wood and Tom Washington. 3:12 to play. And the Lakers are up.
You know him by name?
6.
You know them by name?
Well, you know him by what?
I thought they all were.
Do you know him by post office wall?
No, just Manny, Mo, and Jack. No.
It'll be a jump ball.
Larry,
it could turn
Kurt.
out to be
I don't know
another
what their names
turnover.
are.
Now, they reset the shot clock for some reason. because it truly wasn't possession.
Well, that's up to the three guys
Right.
with the whistles to determine now what the shot clock's going to be about. Only way it'll go to a 24 is if the Blazers control the tip.
Outlaw sits down, and Powell still frustrated by the last one. You can see the expression.
I'd have to talk to Powell to let him know that the officials, they can't remember what happened a minute ago, so don't talk to him about what happened a minute ago. You have to do like they do. Forget it. Move on. Let's worry about this jump ball. They finally set the 24-second clock right, back down to 15. Now what's the discussion? Who's buying dinner? Come on, guys, let's go. I got to paint the fence tonight.
Crowd's comfortable, though. 6-point game. Lakers led by 10. And now it'll be Aldridge and Gasol. Odom with a desired one, and he's got it. So the Lakers, enough time on the shot clock. Gasol setting up Luke Walton. Almost got caught in the air. Step back time. And Aldridge will make it. Channing Frye will clear it out. Boards are even, and they were up early by about 8 rebounds. The offensive boards have hurt the Lakers. Jones inside the arc. And on the long rebound, a loose ball foul as Kobe is shoved out of the way, and Aldridge didn't have to. It was going to come to him anyway.
Well, they're afraid of that rebounding machine, Kobe Bryant. He leads the Lakers with 10 rebounds to go along with his 20 points. And Pau Gasol, well, he's getting back into the swing of things. He checks in with his 8th point, and get out of the way, please.
Long homestand for the Lakers, 4th game out of 5, and everybody's here tonight. Frank Robinson, the great Cincinnati Red, Baltimore Oriole, John Lithgow. Diane's always here, Diane Cannon. Loyalty Factory. Tobey Maguire, along with Steven Spielberg as well. So now, are they going to be totally entertained over the next 14 minutes and 37 seconds? Patrick O'Neill, what's the latest?
All right, Joel, thanks a lot. No doubt that Andrew Bynum is in the back here at Staples Center enjoying those looks at the celebrities. You know, I was talking to Phil Jackson earlier about Andrew's progress. He told me that the good news is he's testing as high as he did when he was a rookie 2 seasons ago, when he was the youngest to ever play in an NBA game. Now, you guys mentioned he's going to go on that trip to Sacramento and Portland. Doubtful he will play up there, but Mitch Kupchak mentioned that he would return with 1 or 2 games left, and the second to last game of San Antonio and Tim Duncan, that's as good as any for Bynum to return, don't you think, Joel?
Yeah, the Lakers would love to see him back on that road trip, as you mentioned. As Kobe thought he was hit across the face on the rebound. It went to Jerry Jack, but he waited this long for Andrew Bynum, Stu. A couple of more games. As Farmar got to the rim. Now that's what you want to see from Jordan. We talked about both Sasha and Jordan earlier in the game.
You have to pick your spots, of course, but Jordan can do that. I don't look for Sasha to do it as much, but Jordan, I look for him to be able to do that a little more than he does.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier, if you joined us here in the second half, Sasha, 56% of his overall attempts beyond the arc, and Jordan Farmar, 49% of his total tries beyond the three-point line. Aldridge. Will Blake bail him out? No. Shot clock violation. Good stop for the Lakers.
Blake says to Aldridge, why you put me in that position? Shot clock down to 1 and you pass me the ball.
The old percentage buster. That'll kill your percentages. So Blake is headed over to the bench, and body language tells you he's not real happy.
Well, he's 4 out of 10 now, you know, so 40%. And that one really didn't help at all.
The zone. Let's see if they can get into the middle without Gasol on the floor.
They can get it to the middle. It's what they do. Wow, that's a hit.
Yeah, I thought he was calling bank, but
Roney normally a lot more accurate than that attempt.
And now mismatch inside for the Lakers. Aldridge has Kobe on his hip.
They double team so much, why don't they double and then run Kobe off so he can get his own man?
Deep in the clock again. Rodriguez inside the arc. That's real short. And Lamar clutches it. Velcro man, his 5th board of the game. Kobe off the dribble. And the Lakers are back up by 10, 73-63, as Kobe has 22.
22 on 10 shots efficient. 5 out of 10 from the field. That's what happens when you get to the charity stripe. Easy to score.
And he's the only one in double figures in attempts for the Lakers. They have been really moving the ball and trying to find each other for high percentage looks. Jarrett Jack spins out. Aldridge, and up ahead is Kobe if Palmar could find him, but he's grabbed instead by Rodriguez. 4th team foul.
It's a good foul.
Yeah.
Very, very good foul. Because Kobe was solo on the other end.
And Phil is up, telling Jordan, you could have tapped it ahead. Phil was up, and it wasn't defense that time.
Don't worry about it, Jordan. Phil has always had players on the team that he likes to get on a little bit more than others. Right now, you might be one of those guys.
Final shot time for the Lakers. It is tied at the half, so they're a +10 so far. Kobe, great catch on a lob that was way behind him.
Better look to shoot.
He will. Tough. And an air ball.
If that's a 24-second violation, there should be. I guess the clocks were synced up then, because with the violation, that leaves something on the game clock. But they're heading to the 4th, and so are the Lakers, and they're happy to be taking a 10-point advantage.
Now a +10 to end the third, so pick me up for the Lakers after they were tied, as you see the breakdown, trailing early in the game and by as many as 8 in the first 6-7 minutes of play. But the Lakers battling back, cleaning up their act after 8 early turnovers, 11 for the game. And I like the 49% overall for the Lakers tonight, Stu, with 18 assists on 26 makes.
I like the way the defense has picked it up each quarter. The first quarter they gave up 31, which is obviously too many. Then they gave up only 19 in the second and only 13 in the third. So if they can keep them to 20 or under here in the 4th, they'll be in great shape.
Kobe is the only starter on the floor for the Lakers right now as they come out in the zone. And great entry. Luke Walton.
He jumped away from the foul. He saw he changed it.
Outlaw was there with contact, and he went away from it, under it. So that's the way it begins for the Lakers, but they got into their zone. Channing Frye with a step back action, and Sasha's got it. On the close by Roning. Luke again. Farmar trapped. Now Sasha tough. Right on line. What a direction. Farmar gives Kobe the assist. Talk about alert. Court awareness.
That's Kobe's 11th rebound. Ties him for game honors with LaMarcus Aldridge.
3 assists. He's got a triple-double. 22 points, 11 boards, 7 assists. Joel Brisbilla. Next one coming in. I'm talking about the next whistle. Lakers by a dozen. Their biggest lead of the game. Let's see if it holds up at this end of the floor, though. That's been the key. Jones glasses it as he went inside on the run out. So back to 10. James Jones off the bench. His 3 for 7 with 7 points.
Got to flood one side if they're going to stay in that zone. A little bit of penetration and then flood one side. They can't guard them all.
Kobe working on Frye. He'll go up with it. He's got to. Looking away. Yeah, Channing Frye thought he was going to pass it back out on the look away by Kobe.
Talk about deception.
24.
He's totally deceived.
I mean, the kid didn't put his hand up. Rodriguez with a kick out. And Outlaw glasses it home. Wow. Degree of difficulty on that by Travis Outlaw.
I was just getting it up there with the left hand. That's a nice play. Because he elevates so well, he just gets the contact, and then with the left hand, just releases the ball. 2-foot takeoff, contact, throw it up, kiss it in. Nice job.
That was high off the glass.
It counts. That's nice. That's nice.
So a 10-point lead for the Lakers once again as Travis Outlaw has 16 points. Aldridge is overdue. when he's back in the game. So you worry about him. Just 2 for 11.
Well, if you keep a double-digit lead, you don't have to worry about him. But what happens if you start to relax a little bit, turn the ball over, and be careless? Yeah.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Deep at the clock now. Farmar. He's got Brisbilla. Should be able to get by him.
You better do something in a hurry.
And on the finger roll. Fires his own. That's a walk unless somebody deflected.
Well, I thought it was deflected.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Lakers will take it. 79-68, up by 11.
Heads up play by Jordan.
Outlaw. And that was a real flat shot for Travis.
And that's normally what you see out of guys that jump that high. They just don't know when to release the ball when they shoot it flat.
Kobe thought he'd go. Instead, Luke Walton. Brisbilla will clear it away. Luke Walton 7 of 8 from the field last game. He came through with 19. He's got 5 and 4. 2 for 5. Only 5 shots so far in 16 minutes of play. Splits a double. And then Kobe dropped down and took it away.
Yeah, dropped to the level of the ball.
Now,
took away the pass.
Farmar will go to the line. Nobody stopped the ball. Heads up.
I mean, because he has such good speed and the ability to really elevate, he can do those kind of plays. And that's really what separates him from a lot of other little point guards, is the fact that he elevates really well. 8:46 to go in the fourth, and Jordan Farmar will be going to the charity stripe. A lot of game left, 8:46, Lakers by 11. Jordan Farmar will be going to the charity stripe to shoot a pair. And that man, Kobe Bryant, especially here in the second half, has really just does what he's been doing. That's take over games. And they've tried to play him one-on-one, and he just makes the one-on-one defender look pretty bad most of the time. And then when you don't think he's going to score, all of a sudden, he surprises you with something. He's just a very difficult cover for just about everyone because he has the ability to do so many things. And he does them all very well, including in the first quarter when he shot a left-handed jump shot from the baseline. He's got 14 career triple-doubles, but he hasn't had one in quite some time. And with 7 assists, well, it's out of his hands again because no matter how good a pass you make, it doesn't count as an assist unless the other guy makes the shot.
And if the Lakers can open it up a little bit, you don't know if he's going to be in their last 4 or 5 anyway. So a couple of free throws coming up for Jordan Farmar. Only one other member of the bench has been to the stripe, Luke Walton. He hit his free throw. Jordan's got the first. Camp Lakers 2008. We'll talk about that in just a moment. It's back for its 9th year at UC Santa Barbara. You got the hotline, 310-426-6055 for the guys that are 9 through 18, want to be better ball players. Dazity.com sponsoring, presenting Camp Lakers.
All right, let's see what the Lakers can do now. Biggest lead of the game.
Yep. 13 and counting.
And here comes LaMarcus Aldridge and Steve Blake. So they're going to send in some reinforcements to see about getting into this lead.
And this lead put together by 4 of the guys from the bench with Kobe. Makes a difference. Jones slapped away.
Off his leg, wasn't it?
It'll belong to the Blazers with 2 on the shot clock.
Kobe slapped it out of his hands, and it really looked like it went down the leg of, actually it's Sasha.
And off his midsection.
Off his body.
So 8:24 to play. Guard the basket. Good. And off the deflection, Luke Walton's got it.
Get out of the way, ref. Luke says, what are you doing, running interference?
Roney on the entry. They're sharing it. Farmar.
But sometimes you overpass.
And underneath to Luke Walton for the layup. Pretty play, 83-68 on the dribble penetration by Farmar.
That's about as much ball movement as you'll ever see out of the Lakers. They passed that ball a good 8 times in that one possession.
20 assists on 30 makes for the Lakers. They're 4th best in the NBA in assists, 24 a game. And off the bench, Aldridge, still cold, 2 for 12. He's only got 6 thus far. Kobe filling it up with a triple. There's the biggest lead at 18. Timeout, Portland on a 9-0 run by the Lakers.
See, that's one thing I like about that number 24. When he gets you on life support, he won't give you mouth to mouth. He pulls the plug. A lot of guys get you on mouth to mouth. I mean, on life support, they want to hug and kiss and revive you. Kobe says, not having it. I get you there. I'm stabbing you in the heart.
FSN West presents Lakers basketball, brought to you by Time Warner. Get Time Warner for just $29.95 a month for 1 year. Call 800-2GET-TWC today.
7:37 left here in the fourth. The Lakers with their biggest lead of the game, 86-68. And Jordan Farmar off the bench, playing pretty well again, attacking, the quickness, the ability to finish. He's got 10 points in 14 minutes, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. And yes, Jordan, I remember when the coach took you to a timeout and talked to you a little bit. He expects more out of you than maybe some other players. That's why he's a little bit tougher on you.
Yeah, making the demands on guys he obviously expects a great deal from. Farmer on only his second season, but truly elevating his game, and that's what Kobe said a few days ago, talking to him about the bench. Webster put it off his own leg. That crossover will get you every time when you don't change hands.
Well, he tried to just pull it back as Lamar shut the baseline off, and when he tried to pull it back, he had the foot in the wrong spot, leg in the wrong spot, and rolled down his leg.
With the bench that has opened it up for the Lakers, Sasha. And Lamar Odom tapped out of bounds. It'll belong to the Lakers.
That's good hustle by
Solid
Lamar.
work, yeah. LO. 10 and 5, 5 of 9 from the field. So help is on the way for Lamar Odom.
Oh,
yeah, tough pass.
Right idea, but the defender was sitting there looking at it. I understood what Jordan was trying to do, and that's one of the plays where, again, Phil will be a little harder on him because he's your lead guard. He's supposed to make real good decisions.
Well, they ran out. 3 guys on outlaw, so it freed up Webster as he found him on the opposite side. That stops a 9-0 run by the Lakers. Too much time to relax. 15-point advantage.
If there's a second on the clock, to me, that's too much time to relax.
And a turnover.
Back-to-back turnovers.
Right. You know, you and I were talking about the proposition of bringing Gasol back and whether or not the Lakers would need him. Well, 15 and there's too much time. We'll see what develops for Phil Jackson and his staff.
Well, even if it was 20 or 22-point lead, I normally don't like to have starters out there, but I think Powell just needs a little bit of time in games to get his rhythm back.
Aldridge will go to the line. Try to get the three-point play. Clipped a little bit by Lamar.
It only took him 3.5 quarters to figure out that players were sitting on his rhythm move. And this time he shows a little head fake, gets Lamar out of the picture, makes him pay. That's a good play. But still, you shouldn't be able to realize that this late in the game. You should have realized that in the first quarter.
And he gets the three-point play. So now a triple, a three-pointer at the free throw line the old way. And it's quickly from 18 down to a dozen. That fast.
Well,
it's a new game.
This is the trip that Phil is going to decide whether he's going to bring Kobe, Powell, or whomever back. If they don't score here, Lamar bails them out.
Yeah, right-handed. It looked like it was tipped on its way up. Inside of 6 to play. Big one by Lamar. He's got a dozen. Lakers by 14, 88-74. Outlaw. Guy is an amazing athlete. Travis Outlaw brings it back to a dozen. The way he can elevate in tight space.
But again, he's one of those players that make him go to his left. If he goes to his left, he's probably going to pull up. If he goes to his right, he's looking to take it to the rack.
Lamar, position he wants to be in. Over Outlaw, doesn't get the roll. Lamar thought there was plenty of contact, at least as much as he was called for at the opposite end of the floor. But he didn't get back, so LaMarcus Aldridge is wide open, and the timeout for the Lakers as it's down to 10.
And as I said earlier, if the Lakers are just waiting for the Blazers to go away, they're not. They're not going away. They're a very confident bunch against the Lakers. The Lakers are going to have to do their best to put them away.
Well, it's quickly down to a 10-point lead for the Lakers after it was up to 18. And we still have a lot of time left. 5:15 remaining in regulation. Now, this is the way it looks, and it's updated now. New Orleans, another win tonight. An easy one for them at Miami. What a road trip they have had after beating Orlando last night. San Antonio took apart Golden State last night. So the Spurs, even in the win column, game back in the loss column. You see the Lakers there at 50-24. This is how it breaks down for the Lakers. Well, remember, as you look at that, the 3 on the road, Sacramento, Sunday night, Tuesday night in Portland, and that 3rd road game right here at Staples Center. So the Lakers, a lot of work. Radmanovic sets up Powell out of the timeout. Real short and off the leg of Radmanovic.
Yeah, Powell didn't get any legs into that shot. It barely got to the front of the rim.
Starters back on the floor for the Lakers.
They have to be. This 18-point lead is down to 10 in possession Blazers.
It was solved. Playing 28 minutes, and Kobe poked it away momentarily, but it frees up Webster down to 7. Dangerous, extremely dangerous. 19 for Martell Webster. So Webster's got 19, Outlaw's got 19. Let's get the ball, get into the middle again. Kobe, sidewalk, he gets it. He was outdoors. That stops a 13-2 run, and the Lakers are back up by 10.
He might have been outdoors, but he had his gloves and coat on because he was warm enough to knock down that 3.
And stayed dry. Understand there's some precipitation out there tonight. Outlaw. And a break that it did pop up because Brzbilla had the initial position inside. But it hit the rim again. Little over 4 left, back to back. Yes, and the opportunity for a 4-point play.
I tell you, when he gets it going, and he's the most dangerous guy you can have on the floor because he is just undeterrable. Gets it back from Powell, sizes it up, goes up, gets hit, splash. I mean, a rare 4-point opportunity for that man, number 24. Yeah, the crowd enjoyed it, Kobe. Everybody.
That's funny. He's at 33, Stu, and over his last 26 against the Blazers, he's averaged 33 a game. Not too shabby. Up to 34 Lakers.
Well,
thank goodness for that, man. They have space.
And that's why they try to play him single coverage, because they figure he's going to get his to try to shut down other people.
Webster, hot hand continues for Martell. Brings it back to 11. So 7 straight by Kobe. And Webster with an answer. Radmanovic was available momentarily. Now deep into the shot clock. Kobe on the dive, and Gasol found him.
Boy, what an asset to have a big that can pass that effectively. Bounce pass, Kobe on the move, easy hoop.
5th assist for Powell to go along with 6 boards, 8 rebounds. LaMarcus Aldridge, and Pau Gasol came out. He was enough to impact that play with his length. So the Lakers by 13, 3 to play. Clock management, you got the ball game, and you got your 51st win. Gasol, real short, but a fresh shot clock. Bring it back out. So much for bringing it back out. Radmanovic trying to tip it back up. 2:45 and counting. Numbers favoring Portland. Lakers trying to get back in transition. And a late whistle from the outside. Free throws coming up. It'll be Martell Webster going to the stripe.
But that last pass from Gasol to Kobe on the move. We're playing without the basketball. And Powell says, I see you, 24. 24 lays it up, lays it in. 36 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 dimes.
So Martell Webster getting the opportunity now, but Brandon Roy, and he's coming off the bench occasionally. Outlaw has truly moved into the starting lineup. But Webster getting the first of 2. And now he leads them in scoring with 23.
Well, they've got all of their starters in double figures. Brzbilla is not, but Brzbilla is not out there.
He averages 5 a game anyway.
He's a rebounder defender.
He averages 5 and 8 boards a contest. So now you just play smart. You've got the win. As you get ready for Dallas and Nowitzki. You didn't hear Dirk Nowitzki return for the Mavericks tonight in their win. Kobe saves it, but it goes to Blake. So the turnover is the 14th of the game for the Lakers. And will it be points for Outlaw? Yes, it will. 22-13 points off mistakes. 10-point game.
Going to his left again. He pulls up for the jumper. Just about every time he'll do that.
Early in the shot clock, Radmanovic gets the triple. Will that do it? 13-187.
Well, another stop will do it. They've got to get this stop here. Under 2 minutes to play.
Fish staying in front of Blake. Well, Outlaw, long deuce. 100-89. So it's 23 for Outlaw.
23 on 8 out of 17 from the field.
What a talent.
23 for Webster on 7 out of 11 from the field.
An Outlaw, a guy who we've seen him go to the rim. And it's going to be a foul.
Are they going to call the double foul here?
Dreaded double foul. Or will it be just on Blake? No. Travis Outlaw with a shove. It's his third. And don't forget to join us Friday night. Talked about it. Jason Kidd, Dirk Nowitzki, the Mavericks here at Staples Center. Lakers Live will start at 7 o'clock only on FSN West. So watch the Lakers once again Friday night in HD. Derek Fisher with Pau Gasol.
They got issues.
Fish inside the arc. He knew the clock was down. He's up. Lakers have their 51st win and a timeout for the Blazers.
Boy, in the crowd, they sense it. Not the win. They
The
know
tacos.
about the win.
I know tacos.
They sense those tacos.
Don't celebrate the tacos too soon. You're sick. Sick Buffy.
Wow. 118 left, and Derek says, here, give it to me. I hit big shots. I'm going to hit another one. The Lakers 102-89.
Minute 18 to play, and the Lakers are up by 13, trying to raise their record to 51 and 24. The significance, well, last night Phoenix lost at Denver. Nuggets helped out the Lakers. 25th loss of the season for Phoenix. So the Suns would be a full game behind the Lakers. One back in the win column, one back in the loss column. Derek Fisher came through deep into the clock. It expired, in fact, as it went through the net. Fish with 13. After coming off a big double-figure game on Sunday night. And that's on 9 shots for Derek. Perfect at the line, 3 for 3. So everybody but Gasol right now in double figures among the starting 5. The Lakers had 7 in double figures last game in the overtime victory. 126-120.
You know that Nate McMillan has set up some play here for either Webster or somebody to get a good look at a 3. If they get a good 2, they're going to take it, don't get me wrong. But with a minute and 18 down 13, they may want to try to hit the long ball.
Outlaw trapped, and it's taken away.
Good double by Kobe and Derek.
So the Lakers.
So much for that play.
Yep. Use the shot clock. So much for the shot clock. And Gasol will shoot 2. Boy, they really slowed it and pulled it back out, didn't they?
I mean, that's just a great play, though, by Kobe.
Fine.
I mean, he's in the post. The pass comes. He knows that the second guy is there, and he throws it right behind his back. Powell catches it, gets hammered. So 2 free throws coming to Powell. He can be that 5th starter in double figures.
Yeah, the Lakers had 7, and it was nice to see with the Lakers with Sasha Vujacic had 20 last game. Luke Walton had 19 on Sunday. And the return of Pau Gasol, a very successful one for the Lakers tonight. Now, up next, an Andrew Bynum sighting pretty soon.
And, I mean, that's really going to make a lot of people happy. Because as good as Powell is, and he is very good offensively, but defensively is where they miss Andrew the most. Defensively, Andrew has become a real presence, and you need that presence in the big games.
So the return of Pau Gasol, 61 seconds to play. He'll take the rest of the night off with 10 points, 6 boards, 7 assists. He only took 8 shots. Nice complete effort.
So DJ Benga gets in for the final minute. The players love that. Messes up their averages. goes as a game played, obviously, but then you start dividing the games played by what you scored. It's like your average just start to plummet even further.
And you know, Stu,
although his average couldn't plummet much further.
good to see Ira Newble signed for the rest of the year for the Lakers. We haven't talked about that yet tonight. And congratulated him. He was out of the event for the Lakers Youth Foundation as well on Monday. But just a nice insurance policy is it's tapped out. It'll be another try for Blake and the Blazers, a guy that can cover small forwards very nicely.
I was surprised he didn't get a little bit of a look tonight, because against a Travis Outlaw, that'd be a nice matchup for him to try.
DJ.
Save Kobe a turnover there.
It looked like Blake was going to get it. For the final 30 seconds, you got your tacos. Celebrate.
Yeah, if the Jack in the Box tacos aren't secure now, nothing will be.
Safe.
If they can score 9 in 20 seconds.
It'll be Luke. Just to beat the shot clock, avoid a turnover. And that's the only minus right now on the ledger sheet for the Lakers. Points off turnovers, because they did a great job, and that'll do it. And how about the Lakers holding them to 41 points in the second half? That's the nice story of it all. Defensively, what the Lakers did.
Absolutely. I talked about it at the end of the first quarter when they gave up 31. Since that time, the Lakers, they tightened the defensive screws.
So win number 51. They're even on the homestand at 2-2. And beat the Blazers, pulling away in the second half with real balance with Gasol's return. 104-91 as we head down to Patrick O'Neal. Patrick.
All right, Joel, thank you very much. I think Laker fans were happy to have this man return right here. Pau Gasol. Pau, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 32 minutes. How'd the ankle feel out there? What was it like for you to be back?
Well, it was great to be back. It really, it was still a little sore, but it felt good to be out there and contribute and help the team win.
Talk about the defense in the second half for this Laker team. You hold them under 100 points. The fans get their tacos. 6 straight games, you guys have allowed 100 points or more, so the defense was big.
That's what it's going to be about, defense. It's about stopping people and setting our defense up. So, we establish ourselves and we get a good run.
Only 17 three-pointers for the Lakers tonight. You made 8. You like that better than seeing the team shoot 30? Is the team better this way?
I think the way you can beat teams is not settling too much. There's games you're going to make some, and there's games you're going to miss some more. So you got to make sure you attack the basket and you take it to the hole.
Ever surprised at what Kobe could do in the fourth quarter?
No, I'm not surprised about it. I'm not surprised. He does what he does, and he's obviously a great player, and we love to have him.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, Pau Gasol, he's back. Much to the delight of every Laker fan out there. I want everybody to stay put. Here's what we have.